Have you ever wondered what a mother is willing to sacrifice for the future of her family? How far would you go to ensure your legacy survives, even if it means breaking the very things you swore to protect? Now, picture this, a queen who has everything: beauty, power, and wealth. But there's one thing she craves above all: the male child. What would you say if you knew that this queen would go to any lengths, even if it means betraying her own heart, just to secure her place in history? Queen Sophia of the Great Kingdom of Ojumoco sat in her chamber, gazing out of the massive window that overlooked the royal gardens. She had everything a queen could wish for: riches, power, a loving king by her side. But there was one thing that eluded her, something that seemed to mock her very existence: the male heir. She had tried everything. She had gone to the most powerful diviners, consulted the best doctors, and even made offerings to the gods, but still, she bore no son. 10 daughters had been born to her, each one more beautiful than the last, but each one was discarded in the river or thrown away to the streets. Queen Sophia's heart hardened with each failed pregnancy, each disappointed look from her husband, King Odian. He was a patient man, but even he could not hide the frustration in his eyes whenever Sophia failed to give him the son he so desperately wanted. The kingdom had grown restless. The king's advisors whispered that without a male heir, the throne would be up for grabs. They spoke of other women, of other kingdoms, offering themselves to the king in the hopes of securing their own place in the royal palace. Queen Sophia could feel the whispers in her bones, and the thought of another woman sitting at her place beside the king made her blood boil. So, she had made up her mind. She would do whatever it took to secure her kingdom, even if it meant going against everything she had ever believed in. Every time she gave birth to a daughter, she would lock herself in her chambers, weeping silently, knowing her husband would be disappointed once again. Then, it happened. Queen Sophia's pregnancy reached its final stages. This time, she was sure that she would finally bear a son. Her heart raced with anticipation. She could already picture the crown being passed down to the little prince she would deliver, his small hands gripping the royal scepter as he would one day sit on his father's throne. But when the time came, and the child was born, her hopes were dashed. A girl. The doctor tried to comfort her, but Queen Sophia barely heard him. Her eyes locked onto the child in her arms, a perfect, innocent little girl with bright eyes that shone like the moon. Anger surged through her. She had tried, hoped, and sacrificed for so long,